Hello everybody, it's your Mama's Nuggets, but you can call me Nuggets, and welcome back to another stream from the Vanilla Minecraft server, RB Plays community server. How are you doing today? Happy Saturday to you. I'm doing fantastic. Hi Comet, how are you? I'm just chilling out at the Guardian farm here. Had to make some stuff, so I've been AFK here for a while to get some more stock of things. And it's not terrible, but I needed to get Dark Prismarine. I used a bunch of it, and I just figured I'd sit there for a while and let it stock up. So, what are we gonna do today? Not really sure, but the first thing we're gonna do today is actually I might grab a couple of shulker boxes and go to spawn. Grab these. See, because I know RB bought some deep slate. I don't know how much he bought, but I know he bought some. So let's go and collect our profits and restock our shop. Break that as well. Terrible design, but it's free kelp that I'm never going to use much of. So let's head to spawn. There's a couple of people on? Yeah. Kraken's AFK, so he's probably at his gold farm. Oh, alright. Other seems to be loading pretty well, so that's good. Took it a second, but seems to be doing well even with everybody on. No complaints there, then. I mean, not that I'd complain anyhow, but, you know. So, let's see. Comet, how's the mic sound? I fiddled with some things. See if I could get it to sound a little bit better. Clear. All that other good jazz. Oh, that's gone. Alright. I'll take it. Can't complain about that. I don't feel like setting that back up, so let's do that. Do I buy any glass again? No. They wanted a glass shop. RB Plays is raiding with a party of 5. Thank you very much, RB. Hello, everybody. Better than normal? Cool. Good, good. Then the hour of goofing around to, go away. To mess with it, try and make it sound a little bit better was good. What's up, Zen and everybody else? Take it that means RB is done for the day. Welcome, folks from the server and from the stream. I do appreciate you stopping in. I did restock this with the mending book. Diamond's here. You are indeed. Gonna go take some calls, are you? Looking forward to doing work stuff for free. Cat, do not even climb up here right now. Alright. You wanted the glass shop? You already bought a full box? Yep. No calls yet. Alright. Kitten. 1 second. She's been extra needy today and already jumped on my back twice. Which is painful to say the least. Do I need to grab any wood and restock? Check that out too. Nah. And I'm sure nobody bought wool or blaze rods. Gonna forage for food. Want to see what I was talking about with you needed a well before you go? Or fountain, rather. Because I have a lot of things that need to be done. There's a couple of the ideas in the fountain that I'm not gonna do. At least because they require a little bit of creative world prep time that I haven't done yet. But so we're gonna grab our Oh wait, we're not gonna grab that. Out of the way. Take a diamond. Now we're gonna take a diamond. We're gonna put back in here. Alright. So I'm gonna take a diamond and we're gonna come over here to the fountain, the well of ideas, and see what we get today. Hopefully it'll choose something good. Diamond goes in. May or may not make noise. Did not, but we got farm on plains behind the wood farm. Okay, so that is what we're going to do today. So, I know you're busy guys, so you might have missed part of the episode or skipped over part of it, but so we built this fountain, right? And down here in this fountain, I put a filter system with regular stuff and for diamonds, and every time a diamond goes through, it sets off this randomizer, and in this randomizer I have 2 droppers with ideas of things that I need to get done. So when I'm not sure what to do or just want an idea of what to do, I come over here and I throw a diamond in, and the well of ideas tells me what I should do today. The last episode that I put out, we did a glowberry farm because that's what the well told me to do. And today, apparently, we are going to do a farm on the plains behind the wood farm. So that is back over here, which is fine. I can Google some farmhouse ideas and we can build a farmhouse over here. Some pictures from real life farmhouses just for an idea, and then probably just do like a big old wheat farm, probably maybe even a big old carrot farm. Sounds like a good idea, and I need wheat and carrots. Kind of silly to make a nano farm. I mean, I do have or could have pretty much infinite bone meal with the moss farm. I do have a ridiculous amount of moss from running that for a little while. Let me come up here to the storage room. So, ran the moss farm for a little bit while I was AFK at the creeper farm. And I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 full shulkers of moss blocks, 2 moss carpets, and some azaleas of each kind. So I have more moss than I'm ever going to need. I could pretty much just turn that farm into composters and have bone meal forever. Not that I really do that. I do go to make a fountain for OJ. OJ's got his own little town. He could make his own tiny little fountain. It was a fun idea, and I have so many. The thing is, with the server and with this base and everything else, I have so many ideas and things that I want to do, right? So, like, I flattened and cleared this area out, and that's where I'm going to put my actual house, which is going to be a big old mansion. And I have ideas for what I want that to kind of look like and things I want to go in it. But it's, I mean, right now I have a bed in the, I mean, what's initially my starter house. So I don't really, because that's all it's going to be. Big mansion for nothing but my bed and keepsakes and stuff like that. And I want to do it. I've been gathering quartz and everything because it's going to be white and deep slate bricks and stuff like that. But I haven't designed it. I just have ideas in my head. And the fountain hasn't told us to do that yet. There's also some ideas in the fountain because I know that I want more houses. I want to put a horse stable over here. That's in the fountain. I do need a house around the moss farm. I want to make another boat eventually. Dripstone farm. A bunch of other farms and stuff like that, but it's most of the time I suffer from indecision of which things to do because I have so much to do on my plate. So I built the fountain with the randomizer to help me with indecision. To try and focus me on what I should do for the day. And today, that is farm. We're going to sleep in a second, and I'm going to look on Google at pictures of farmhouses. Be quick. Not Minecraft farmhouses, just farmhouses. Just for farmhouse. Gotta find one that's very kind of farm-like. I don't see how half of these things are farmhouses, but I guess that's a modern farmhouse. Let's see. 18th century farmhouse? Might work better. Because that'll fit in with everything else. There's a lot of squares. Basic colors. We could always put some nano farms in there for like potatoes and stuff if we need. Pretty good. And maybe I'll download the picture of the idea I go with. And, not bad. Let's see if I look at this picture. That's not it at all. Oh, that's not what I want yet. That one's nice. It's a 1600s English farmhouse. It's kinda hideous. At least in this, well, that's probably a painting. But let's save that image. And that, and you know what? I'll put it up in the corner of the stream so you can see. Oh, somebody else slept. So you can see what I'm going to go with. Let me figure out how to do that. I don't do that often. It's the pit. I have entirely too many pictures. All sorts of ideas and different houses and fantasy style houses that I should probably clean this out one of these days. Get rid of a lot of this jazz. Where'd it go? Let's see. There it is. Let's see if I just do that. There we go. I can just take that, throw that up there. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. Something roughly like that. Which means I need. Do I want to use brick? I mean, I could use some brick, right? That's not terrible. And got the wood that I can use for the roof, and we could use deep slate for the cross beam section part things. Glass is easy enough, but what to use for the... That's the tough part. Terracotta, probably. Let's see, I really should get rid of this stuff. Red concrete and red terracotta. Probably a good combination of the two. Farm, right? I have a lot of red concrete. Terracotta. 8 bricks. Danish and German farmhouses. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that a lot of them look quite similar. And I wasn't stuck on English style thing. I kind of probably regular terracotta might look alright. Now we'll use for the chimneys. Alright, Diamond. Well, thank you very much for stopping in. I appreciate it. Lost a couple of those. that a few places too. Let's go start ourselves a shulker box or two. I mean, I don't need massive amount of being the fact that mostly live off of golden carrots, which I get from my villagers. I don't really need, and I get leather from the piglin farm, zombie pigman farm. I don't really need all that stuff. This is what something silly that's bothering me currently. There, I didn't like that log being exposed. So I don't need leather. So, and I have sheep, so I have wool farm. All right, thanks RB. I appreciate the raid, and hope you have a great rest of your day. Don't get too bogged down by work. I mean, pigs and pork chops. I would need. I do feed carrots to my villagers when I breed them, so carrots would be a good thing. Wheat for hay bales for target blocks would also be good. So those are pretty much, I felt, the only two things that really need. And I might as well just make those a visual thing that you can see to make this farm worth building. I mean, you know what I mean? What's the point of making the farm? Let's get. We'll doubt if I'm named all that, but that one out. So I'm not gonna mind. Make this into bricks. And we might end up using walls instead. So we'll toss some walls in. I might just do lining with walls instead of using full bricks. Might be a better idea, actually. Now that I've already made a bunch of bricks, not that I won't use them. We'll try that, and we can just leave the rest of it here and come back and get it if we need. What would go well? What wood? Wood would go well with the spruce or dark oak, I imagine. Which one? Probably the dark oak, right? A little contrasting color of some sort. Actually, we could do a bit of both. We could, and I think I'll try anyhow. Doing like an outline of dark oak for the roof, along with the inside being spruce. Be a good idea. Go grab a couple of. Actually, I have wool upstairs that I'm never gonna use. There isn't any garbage I need to put away. Sure that there is wool. These. Hey, lantern. Take those. Might need that. All sorts. Hey, look, there's more bone blocks. Stuff I could put away that I just haven't got to. There, now I don't need to make a bed. I don't need wool. Let's see, grab some barrels. What else could we use over there? Maybe a bell. Farmhouse could use a bell. Sure. Anything else we can always come back and get. 32. should be enough. I always come back here and grab some candles eventually. We've got our shulker box. We've got a bed so that I don't have to go far to go to sleep. So let's come over here and doubt if I'm going to really need a beacon most of this. There's not a lot that I need to flatten. Let's flatten this. A little. Give us space to build the house. We'll have some animals over here too. I mean, I'll have to make like a little pen here. And put some animals in it because, I mean, it wouldn't be a farm without it, right? Breed a few of them, maybe 5 or 6 of each animal. Sounds about right. We have to go out and find some dogs if we have time in the stream too. It's farm, right? Yeah, I have dogs in the farm. Get out of here, grass. Bucket of water on me. That would make life easier. Some of this stuff is things that I have written down on a notepad, and instead of using a notepad, I just... Alright, so we can use this grass, or the dirt, to level off the fields for planting. Need to fill that in as well. I mean, that I don't have dirt and stuff back in storage, not that, but why use mine when I can go get a bucket of water so this takes less time. Whatever. Fill this in because we'll make another wheat field out of the back here. Suppose I will need these seeds. So if you didn't know, I don't know how other people do it, and I don't always do it this way, but quite often when I'm trying to come up with ideas for things I want to build and everything else, there are times where I will just sit down and make something up myself, but you know, like, I don't know, much of life, when you have creative ideas and stuff like that, your ideas and your vision for those ideas, they got to come from somewhere, right? I mean, even if you're creating something of your own, your creation and idea, they tend to come, I would say most of the time. I mean, I'm not going to say every time because I'm sure there's times when it doesn't, but I would think that most of those times, those ideas, they come from images you have or you get in your brain, your mind's eye, whatever you want to call it, that can come from a specific thing or like a conglomeration of other things. I mean, there's a chance that you could have ideas yourself that are original to you, but they got to come from past experiences or maybe something from something you've seen, right? I mean, it could be anything. Like you could say, like Kraken's nether portals, right? I mean, it's got a bunch of really cool sword or bladed, not bladed, nether portals, which are really cool ideas. And I'm sure he may or may not have thought of that himself, but I would think that the general idea of it, you know, what made him maybe want to do it was a sword, right? I mean, because they're swords, knives, all sorts of other stuff. So he had to have seen a sword some point in time, somewhere. So that would be where, you know, his idea stemmed from. Wanting to do something cool with another portal, and then having the idea that a sword could fit there. So that's what I'm talking about. So most of the, or a lot of, not most of, a lot of the ideas that I get when building, they come from something in my head, right? Something in my head, or some picture that I have or have seen. And so kind of like with this build here, where we're doing a farmhouse, a farm area or whatever. I mean, when I was young, we moved out of the city, and we moved out into the middle of the country where my parents got some land. And I went from being a city boy to living out in the middle of absolutely nowhere. So, and you know, trying to know what farms look like. You know, I have an idea. Like, I know what barns look like and everything else, but I like to get some sort of visual thing, like the picture that I put up that I Googled, or an idea for something to do. Now we need to, or, you know, like a starting point, I guess, for me. That's not always the way I do it, but it is sometimes. So where do I want it to be? I don't necessarily want it in the front here. Maybe this spot right here looks good for the house itself. And then maybe do like an open air barn over here. We'll do a field at the back, and then we can do a field here, and then another field over here. Sounds good. So got the idea from from the fountain, and then the general idea from the picture, and we're going from there based on whatever, based on silliness. I think I like this red terracotta and use some of the red concrete. So I don't know, the picture and everything else is very square. You just get roofs that are two different directions, so we have to come where it's going to start, maybe here. How long it's going to be, get a general shape, which are things that I do in creative usually if I'm making something. This one isn't too intricate as far as shape and build go. It'll be more little details, I think, that'll make this build, and probably that it's a farmhouse. There's nothing really too in-depth to a farmhouse, so it'll be the farm around it that'll really make the house. That'll be more than a decent size. That I don't want it to be flat, though there's like two rectangles next to each other, but I want it to have a little bit of depth to it, so I'll bring it back here. That good. Kind of plan out the. I care what the back looks like, necessarily. Not going to see it from the front where the base is anyhow. Let's see. That the ground feels like a good shape, good size. Yeah, that's good. So that's going to be the basic shape of our house. And now to wonder whether or not this do Oven, maybe? I like that or not. We go with not. How about this instead? Because it's too flat. So what if this? That'll give it some depth at least. Fortuning the ores. Spent hours fortuning your ore. Good. We might even put something else behind it instead of just using red. Alright, let's... Now you gotta put away all the stuff that you fortuned and or smelted. Just make our box. The work is never over, Zen. Work is never over. And how much of that ore that you fortuned and now have to smelt or put away? Sildar subscribing 32 months. Thank you very much, Sil. How you doing today, bud? Dang it. So anyhow, how much of the stuff that you fortune Zen do you and that you now, I guess, to make it dealing with plumbing issues, that sucks. Bathtub. Yeah, plumbing issues can be quite irritating. At least it's the tub and you don't have something like pipes that go down into your slab or whatever. So that could be even more irritating. If I had enough of this terracotta. Yeah, so how much of that ore that you did do you now have to smelt or whatever in order to be able to use, do you actually need after doing all that work? Oh yeah, mining sand with TNT is the only way to do it. It's a lot more fun, that's for sure. Dang it. Raw ore blocks for building. It's true, that is a neat thing that they added into the game. And I think they're pretty cool. They have good colors and good textures and everything else. I tried using them a couple of times, but I don't know, they didn't really fit in with... Dang it. I had this much terracotta in my image. With anything that I was building at the time. So there is our basic farmhouse. And do I want... Just might make it a couple blocks taller. A couple of these torches because they're going to bother me. Obviously that's not everything because there's no floor or anything else. We're just getting a basic shape. Starting off with shapes. The door for size aspect of where the door is going to be. I'm going to want it to be... Yeah, that's a good point. We do have farms for all... Everybody has farms for all the ingots. Raw ore blocks is probably much better. You have a very smooth house, castle looking thing. So I think somebody more like I would think they would work well. Actually, some of them like the iron raw ore block could look good as mixed in with some path stuff along with the copper one, but mostly the iron one. I struggled with trying to figure out something to do with them. I don't know if I like this. This is going to change up anyhow, well, at least a little bit, because we're going to add speckle in some concrete. Probably speckle-ins. The copper ones are probably too spotty. Yeah. I haven't looked at the gold one. But regular terracotta stuff. Hold on 1 second. Alright. Sorry about that. It's he's gonna take a phone call and then come and talk to me because it needed to be done now, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Like hot garbage. I mean, there's gonna be windows in here and stuff, so he'll just leave it that color. Maybe I like it this red color better. I definitely don't like this. I don't know. Do something with it, but might just do stuff on the outside like shutters and things like that, and make that be what breaks up the red. But I don't like this. Maybe we just do spruce trapdoors towards the frost. Probably a good idea. Better idea than this. I always just go get more. Do that. Yeah, that works way better. Somebody should, you know what? I like my fountain of ideas. Well of ideas, whatever you want to call it. I like the idea, maybe this just came to me after watching Mumbo's video yesterday. Maybe somebody should go tell him about it. Instead of jumping up and down on trapdoors till inspiration hits. I mean, it's better than the other thing. Do. Right? I mean, that's true, but sometimes you have so much to do that you can't decide what you want to do first. Which I can completely understand, which is why I made mine. Okay with that, I guess. Oh, mine's down here. Very boxy. Not terrible, but very boxy. Let's help line some stuff out, though. It's not terrible. I mean, now is it? Now my phone's going off. Right. Not terrible. The roof and everything else might not look bad. That. All right. It's not terrible. I think with a roof on it, it'd probably look better too. Not terrible for windows and stuff either. It's terrible from the inside, but not. I don't hate it. get something on it. Let's see. Triangle over this way, and then sideways one over there. Good too. So this one have go way. Well, I'll look better with fences around it, and once you get like wheat fields and stuff too. That one will go that way, and cross the that. Maybe. Not that, that's for sure. Alright, let's see. Color contrast is good, but now I feel like it's too much. No, there isn't a lot. Like it's big. I don't know. Can always take it off if it doesn't look good. Not the most intricate of roofs, but does it need to be? For a farmhouse. Dang it. Alright. Here. And might replace the spruce trapdoors with oak trapdoors because you can see through. So give it some, and then at the same time let the red poke through. So see it? I don't know. Very hard to do ordered buildings like the picture is. Not that it has to match the picture in any way. Picture's just a reference. Or at least that's how I use it. Not trying to make the exact same thing, just use it as a reference for what to make. I should probably jump down there side of that, or else we're going to create a mob farm. actually. That now he left and the cat's going nuts. Fantastic. Bad kitty cat. Gotta stay out for a while. Overbearing, needy cat. How I got two extremely overbearing and needy animals. Beyond me, but she'd be fine if she could learn how to regulate her claw usage, to not using it on me. Because she's still less than a year old. She's got little dagger feet. Very uncomfortable. Figure eventually in like 2 or 3 years my skin will grow back enough. The wounds will heal. Maybe then I could... Saving me money in tattoos, that's for sure. Can't get any with wounds all over myself. Break this up with chimney. Not that I can afford to get any tattoos anyhow, but that's not the point. In a while. But I haven't had any inspirational ideas or anything that happened in my life that I needed a tattoo. Definitely gonna have to break up this roof. I think it's too much roof. Need like a balcony or something on it. As he babbles about also. That's not where that's gonna go. That should... Need more than just a chimney to break it up. Be out of dark oak as well. Not that I don't have a forest of it over there. We can go chop some trees down. And this is normally where I would plant and then harvest dark oak. Because it doesn't work in the tree farm. It's not terrible. Yeah, I forgot I was gonna... Now, this here. Just being... Just for the... be too much. I was gonna just do an outline, dark oak and then spruce on the inside, but... That'll work. However, also... Don't know the... Ugh. I think maybe I just have much of it. Maybe final help less. Maybe that's just it. Maybe there's just too much. Alright, fine. That'll look better after we put something here. Not terrible. What I could use instead. Don't want it to look quite so flat. Better than it was, for sure. Some fences on the top part. And probably do something with it's definitely better than it was. Window, maybe it's gonna need by instead of this here, go with the double door. There. Instead, do a double door like that. And something like that at all. I think this deep slate is just too dark for the whole thing. I mean, it's definitely getting better, right? Feel like it is. Feel like we're working in the right direction. Help. Big. Not terrible either. Maybe this one just doesn't. Better. Definitely getting better. Out of the way. We just leave it like that for right now. Couple of doors in there with alright as well. That's not centered in any way. Maybe we don't put a door in the front of it. That's alright too. Actually better than it was with the doors. Can I please fill in the missing one? Missing one what? Missing one what? Of course I got a message. See. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. My kid, he chose now to do whatever, to have this conversation between his mother and me, and I told him just wait until I'm done streaming, and he didn't. So now I have to have a conversation with my ex while I'm trying to do this, and I have to call somebody and everything else. I don't know. Not a big deal. Making things into a big deal. But he's a kid. Not gonna work. I was gonna try and do it cross. But he's bored, so he's trying to do things right now. That's fine. That's better too. Apologize. Alright. Not terrible. Do need to cut down some more trees. And I think maybe some fences here and here. And then up there. And then the door can be on this side. Let's go cut down some trees. Out here into because I have no lack of trees. So we have next weekend? Not next weekend. The weekend after. There won't be a Saturday stream because I'm going out of town. And he was supposed to come with, right? So I've probably mentioned before that I might not have mentioned. Anyhow, growing up and everything else, and I'm a giant music fan, though I haven't listened to music as much as I used to because I'm hooked on audiobooks currently. I used to listen to music constantly. Music got me through a lot of the tough times in my life, bad points and everything else growing up, as I think it has the potential to do with most people. And so music has been a large part of my life. And even though I did a bunch of sports, I was more into, I guess, alternative sports or extreme type sports, BMX, skateboarding, stuff like that. I enjoyed doing that stuff more than I did playing football and basketball, which I also did. But I enjoyed skateboarding and tennis and stuff like that more than, I guess, what you would say your main traditional sports were. And the only other extracurricular type activity that I did was I fell in love with going to concerts. Which is funny because I don't really enjoy large groups of people, but going to a concert and being in the crowd, which is completely against not liking large groups of people, for some reason has never bothered me. I guess I felt connected with the people over the music, so then they didn't bother me as a large group. So anyhow, so that is and has been like my extracurricular activity for years has been going to concerts. And, I listened to a lot of music with my son, and I got him into music. And even though child, and as all kids and children do, they find their own tastes in music, which is absolutely fine. But some of his tastes, he does like some of the stuff that I like, which is awesome. So, with COVID, haven't been able to go to concerts and everything else because they just stopped, right? And since I got vaccinated and concerts have started again, I've been able to, I guess, oh goodness, it came out of nowhere. Find some shows that are going on, and a couple of the bands that I have liked for my life and since my youth, still around. And a couple of them are coming to a concert in Atlanta. And I asked him before his birthday if, as a present for his birthday, he would like to go. And he said yes, and so I bought tickets. And then he recently got sick, I guess. He got a respiratory infection from something. But he got tested. It wasn't COVID. But take down a couple more trees while I'm here. So during the time that he's been recuperating from it, he spent extra time at his mom's. We split the time. And he, came back this week. But with him spending an extra week at his mom's house, it kind of threw off our schedules because we alternate weeks when he stays with people. And I had figured it out when I decided to go to the concert that getting the tickets and everything else, it was great because it made it so that the concert fell on the time that he was going to be here with me. But because she asked that he stay with her extra time while he was healing and everything else, and then we just go back alternating, it threw it off. And so he made it into a big deal as the fact that he isn't going to be with me that weekend, and he's going to be with her. And I hadn't taken the time to ask her. I'm sure she wouldn't have a problem with it, as she doesn't, if it's fine for him to just come back here, go to the show. But he's doing what kids do and overthinking it. And now I have to answer phone calls. And I didn't have to explain it, but I chose to because I wanted to help get it right in my head as I'm going to have to answer another message. Apparently. But we can get the roof on the house. Waiting for that incoming ordeal. Mom and I get along pretty well, so it makes like we can have discussions, and you know, things always tend to work out. So I can usually ask her. She asks me quite often if it's all right. You know, if she keeps him for an extra time, or if he comes over at a certain time, or whatever. And you know, I have no reason to say no. And it goes both ways. We're fairly easygoing, and I guess he's a teenager now, so his little teenager brain complicating things that would not be. Just life. All right. 6 is probably not going to be enough. Way more than enough. She. Ah! Alright, I got a message. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back again. Alright. Back to this. Apples. Sorry. Alright, farmhouse. Going pretty good. Let's see. Doobie-doo. Big oak farmhouse with nothing to. It's fine. It'll be nothing but storage for farm stuff. Let's see. Doobie-doo. How? This is odd. So be able to. That. I don't like that at all. Whatever, it can just be framed. It doesn't. Just throw some windows in. Like. That there. Yeah, that's fine. Make these a little bigger. And I can make it as a face. Yeah, I saw the face thing and I didn't. But it's okay because I'll put like. I don't know, coverings over this with slabs. Look quite so face-like. How's it going, Silver? I assume you were probably at work earlier? Or were you just taking a morning to yourself to have pancakes? That's not bad. Not terrible. Legoland! Lucky guy, you. That sounds awesome. That'll add a little. Getting a year pass to Legoland. That sounds awesome. I wish I had a year pass at Legoland. Oh, that adds a little bit. Not what I want to do. "45-minute drive from the real Legoland?" Well, I don't know about the real Legoland. What's the difference between the real Legoland and the fake Legoland? Whatever the fake Legoland. Explain this Legoland thing to me. Now it's got eyebrows. There. Now it's less face-like. Necessarily like that either. Oh, it's the first Legoland, which makes it the real Lego. It'll look better after it has windows in it. I have no idea what's happening downstairs either. Thank goodness I figured some stuff out with the microphone so you don't hear all the jazz that happens around the house. Because you know how it is. Nobody will do anything all day long. And then start streaming. All of a sudden, all the action in the house needs to happen right then. And then strangely enough, I'll be done streaming, and then nobody makes any noise. Now the face has 2 eyebrows and a beard. More of a handlebar mustache, but I think we might need to make these taller as well. Just because they're too quick. There. Now it's more of a... Now it looks more like a face. Can't unsee that now. Thanks, Silver. Thanks. White glasses. No! No, it doesn't need that. Funny as that would be. 1. I didn't even count that out, but that works too. And that breaks the red up at least. Just maybe it doesn't need this bottom line. That's what makes it. That's what makes. Yeah, that's better. Now raise it up and give it legs. Oh. That. Yeah, that's better. Here. Yeah. be that. Maybe. This. Could be better. Not terrible. Ah, that's way better. And don't use these, we use fence gates. Yeah, that's way better. Fence gate. That. No, not that. Now I have to make the rest of the manga face. I don't wanna. Maybe this stays the way it was. And this, no. And I put these. A little bit better. It'll look even better with windows on it. That one's fine. Get some glass and throw glass in there, and then that's done. And then we can work on the ground. Probably. I suppose it could stay where it's at. And then just raise out of the way grass. Then I can put stairs in it. And I can just raise this part up. That'll give it a little more depth. Dang it. See. Out here. Just raise this all up. Like that. That's what she said. Oh, you playing the beta, are you? Please get too much iron. I decided not to play the beta again. I mean, I didn't look into it to see if I was gonna have to, let's dump this stuff. I played, the alpha and a couple of closed betas that I couldn't stream or anything. And I just, as much as I want to play, I know it's supposed to be. I'm going to say supposed to be because it's supposed to have been coming out then. All that's proper English. It's supposed to have a came out I don't know 2 or 3 times already. And I didn't look into it too much to see if it's a beta, so I'm pretty sure everything's going to get wiped. And I didn't want to do all the stuff again for a 4th time. Because as much as I liked being part of the alpha and a couple of the closed betas and the open one, yeah, it's supposed to be. I'll believe it when I see it. It's already been pushed back from times it was supposed to come out. Times already. 4 times even. So hopefully it'll be favorable, but I didn't want to create characters again for a 4th time. And then test some stuff out and have fun, only to have to do it again. Well, what you consider to be small bugs and or things that you don't have any problems with, that doesn't mean that the rest of the community will be that way, and developers, which are the people that will eventually make that final call. I thought there was some issues, some small things that they need to fix the last time, and they decided that they needed to push back the release date again. And the number of times that you play the starting content, they're not changing the starting content enough for me to want to do it again. Like, I enjoyed the opening content. The initial grind to do things, I enjoyed that. Twice, but I'm trying to... The 3rd time I didn't really enjoy it. And I didn't do most of it because I didn't want to... It's like playing any other game, If you start off, you can only start off so many times before the content is... And you get sick of the content being the same. To where it's not as much fun to start off. And then it just becomes a grind to get to the parts that you want to, the newer parts. It's kind of like, you could think of it like this. That's why I periodically take time off from vanilla in between vanilla Minecraft. Right? Like, the content is... it's only what it is, so I wait till they add a little bit more of it to play it again. Because, I mean, I like the beginning parts, but until there's more stuff to do near the end, or I have been 3 factions for a while. Fine too. Oh, the last open beta there was, yeah, but they had the third one in. The last open beta, yeah, it only had 2, but there was a third one. They just hadn't put it out to the beta testers. Well, the open beta testers. Like, I got into the closed testing for it 6 months ago. They sent me an email 6 months, maybe 7 months ago. I don't care about emotes. They told me about that too, but then I didn't get to keep any of my stuff. And I didn't care. Recreators. Oh yeah? That's cool. Alright, so... chimneys. Need the chimneys. Like, trying to think of what it was missing. But I want them to be in the center part. I'll put them right here. Break up this part of the room. Do... how the that yeah, it's fun. And I didn't need to necessarily take off a bunch of that, did I? Yeah, I was saying, as much as I like Valheim, I don't think that the Hearth and Home is going... I don't know until it comes out, because they've been kind of quiet about it, which is fine. But I don't know if it's gonna bring enough content to the game. Being the fact that restarted and played the world like, I don't know. I mean, I have started from scratch 4 times, 5 times, and I don't know if they're going to add enough that I'm going to want to start again when Hearth and Home comes out. as much as well, that's much as I was quite excited for it quite a while. It all depends. It all depends on how much. Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, it's like they're just adding in food and stuff. And food and a couple of building block things. I mean, which is cool, and the game has needed it, but the game has definitely needed it, but I just... And I'm excited and happy that the game's going to have it, but I don't know if it's going to add enough content to make me want to go back. Now that I finally got the issues I was having fixed, also, my base is probably on from non-use. Someone trapdoor short. Why wouldn't that be? Who is playing New World as RP? I need some camp players. Oh. I'm making sticks beyond me. And that's cool. Sticks. Keys. Guard. Oh yeah. That's cool. I do know that the group one of the groups I play Guild Wars with, I already have it all set up to make at least one guild in it, and I'm fairly certain we'll all be, playing some of the story stuff. You'd have to, and I know I'll be playing it with a couple of friends as well at the beginning, but being that we do play Guild Wars, and we've moved past, most of us anyhow, have gotten hooked on the large-scale PvP aspect of it, I'm fairly certain that that's what we'll end up doing. It is going to be crazy to start with it. I am looking forward to it quite a bit. Nailed it. Ah, nailed it and then fell down. Why am I falling through that? I don't get it. Why? Why? Why are you being difficult, game? Alright. I don't know why that was being so difficult. Fishing quest? I don't know if I like that. It might have to be dark. It doesn't matter. It's fine. We need a bunch of fences. Need. And throw some barrels around here too. Alright, so I think, I don't know if dark oak fences are going to be the way to go. This will look fine. I don't need to go back and get more done. This and, I am looking forward to world though, quite a bit. Too much glass. Fine, I can go trade him for emeralds. It'll be alright. It'll be okay. I know Still and I were played New World before. I don't know if he, I know he's busy. Fairly certain that he plans on going back. But I don't know if he'll have time with all the other stuff that he plays. Who knows? That could be good. That'll just be wheat. A field of wheat. And then we can put another one over here. And I'll probably replace parts of those, or maybe I'll just put lanterns on it. I don't know. This here. Carrots. Probably enough. I'm out of. Bring it to here. And I don't know if I'm going to have the inside part fenced off or not. Probably not. I can just do like a path down here. That'll actually, hang it. Give me the need to build a bridge. Perfect. Oh wow, time has gotten by fast. That's fine. I can take extra time and just do that. Probably. Alright. Bucket on me. That should take care of that whole field. Make it a couple more fences. So that I have planks. I have sticks. Oh, they're there. So let's that. Here. That'll work there. Here one. There. Kind of. There, it'll work. Should reach that whole place. On me. Buckets. That. Probably another one. not in the right spot. It probably needs to be back here. Fine. I guess I'll find out. Where? Oh yeah, something else we can do. Where is hoe? Grab our hoe. That guy back. And let's grab some inventory space, which I don't have. That. Head back over yonder. Open. I can get it out of my inventory. Have a stick. Let's upgrade our hoe. That's not working. Noises. Lots of noises. I've been holding on to that for a while. There's a couple of things that I've been holding on to for a while. We might even just do one more thing, craft one more thing for the end of the stream as well. But I want to get anyhow. At least the fields stone. A dirt. I think that's those. That one. This one. Alright. Let's close this all up and see if, well, see where we need to either add more water sources or at the very least, I don't know, maybe a couple of the places. It all depends on where it is. Like, I don't think, yeah, this isn't going to work, but that'll be fine, because a little bit of cushion where the farm is and where path is not a terrible thing. Wow, certainly does add durability. This is good. Actually, bucket. That'll all day, but find out. Looks like, yeah. Need one more. Grab that. Build me. Like to get this partially done. That's right. Probably. Doesn't need to be here, but is there any? As well. Out of my offhand. Maybe not. Wow. Durability on this thing goes through the roof when you make it into another right one, huh? I know it isn't modded, but I keep expecting to see worms pop out. We'll have to rename this slip of paper as something else, like and put it back, like barn for farm animals. Maybe I'll just do that stuff off camera. I don't know. Yo. Alright, let's see. Is that all gonna work? Like it is. We'll have to make some stairs here or something. Maybe put them. Like that. Down to here, back up. Let's see, did all this work? Like it did. So the only thing left to do go ahead and plant seeds. And I'm not going to have nearly enough seeds for this. Which is fine, because I'm not going to have enough carrots for the other side either. But you can go look. What's the worst that could happen? Oh wow, do. Didn't know. I know I won't have enough carrots. I mean, I have bone meal. I can always make the carrots, but that's not... That would defeat the purpose. Carrots. Seeds in there are. Alright, might actually have enough. Who knows? Yeah, that'll look cool once it's a full field of wheat. Add some color to it. Something in the background behind that one house. Then all I have to do is add some lights out here. Maybe bring the fences up on fence post a little bit. Just throw some lanterns off of that. Throw some storage inside the house. I actually have enough seeds to do this whole thing. That would be amazing. I was unaware that I kept them. I mean, I could just go run the moss farm and get more seeds. I've been doing nothing but composting them. Wonder how many seeds I'll be short if I am. Not short at all. Perfect. Nailed it. Won't be enough carrots though. It's not yet. Alright. Cool. Alright. It's pretty good. I'll need to throw some stuff up here. Probably just use some more trapdoors. Probably a dark oak one so that it looks like a retaining wall of some sort. Throw some lights up. Get the path to come down over here and probably bridge onto this. And then all we gotta do is make a like open air barn over there for some animals. Throw some flowers in that. And some lights up around the place. But yeah, that's not bad. Some glowberries hanging off of these, just to give it some more color. Some glow lichen on it as well. Which actually isn't that tough to do. Bit of that. Not that. I forgot I could do that too. That. That works. I can put a vine farm out here, which is perfect. I wish I had small drip leaf. But I do not. Let's push there. Push there. No, they're big ones. And I have a bunch of that. I don't need it. Throw a couple of ferns down. You can only get the small ones, as far as I know, from Wandering Trader guy. And I don't ever... He never comes here. Like, he boycotted... I killed him too many times, and he's boycotted my property. So I don't ever see him. I mean, we've been out here this whole time, and there isn't one. I never, ever see the guy. Let's grab... Hopefully. All I know is he's never here. Like, never, ever comes here. I can go there. What else? Glowberries. Rockets left in the... Luckily enough, made a glowberry farm on the episode the other day. Because I want a couple of large ferns. Grow berries there. There as well. Put any there. Couple of that guy there. That there. Back there. It's probably waiting to climb all over redstone. Like, the only time that I have really seen them... Are these facing the right way over here? Of course not. Why would they be? Hate. It's the only bad part to sunflowers. That they always face a weird direction. That's all fine. That there. And then there's just a little bit of work to do as far as paths go. But I can throw this bed inside the house. Not there. But there we go. That is... I think it looks good. Other than there's absolutely nothing inside, I think that's a good farmhouse. A good farm area. And a zombie and a creeper. I didn't say it was a safe area. Yes, they do. I think they should be directional on depending on, like, they should always face you. And you should multi-directional, you know? I like that. I think once we get a barn over here and like a little pen with some animals, and something inside the house, so that like a floor and everything else, and then throw some dark trapdoors on the front of this so it looks like it's a retaining wall of some sort. Fix the path. By no means be done. Get this thing full of carrots. I think it definitely adds. It definitely adds something nice to the base area. And, you know, it's got crops. And we might build a nano farm or two inside. Just throw the rest of our seeds in there. Just build one nano farm, really. And then some barrels and stuff for storage of said items. And throw some hay bales around eventually. And I think it's good. I like it. I think it turned out quite well. The fact that it doesn't have a floor is bugging the crud out of me right now. I could see the grass through the window, but in the scope of things that need to get done or whatever, it'll look great once everything's grown up too. And obviously it needs stuff over here and trees. Be nice. But yeah. And it doesn't clash too much with everything else either. I'm happy with that. I think that the Well of Ideas has hooked us up with something good that we could get done today. And that is all the time I have to stream. Zen, Silver, Comet, and everybody that stuck around for a while from the raid. Sil, thanks for the resubs and stopping in as well. I hope you guys are all having a great Saturday. Hope it continues to be good. But that is all the time I have to stream for today. I will catch you guys next time. It's your mama's Nuggets, but you can call me Nuggets. I will see you next time. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great one.